Um, Hello, my name is Elīna Pekšēna, and I'm representing a non-governmental organization, Pasaules Dabas, which is associate partner with WWF. In organization, I work with educational projects, also with public information projects, which goes all together, and we can say those are so-called community-based projects. Today, I will tell about a very special initiative, Daru, labu, dabai, and the title of my presentation is Initiative Daru, labu, dabai, Way to Protect and Conserve Biodiversity. There is a content of presentation, but to say it in 3 words, there will be 3 parts. In first part, I'd like to, somehow give mood or vibe of WWF as an introduction, and that will help better understand later the purpose of the initiative, how we see it. Then about initiative, some data, how many events has been already arranged through years. And then at the end, some photos. I think that will be the most interesting part. Okay. Environmental education I see as a very emotional and very, live thing to do. And we all know that our planet is in danger and changing because of us. And vanishing biodiversity actually is key asset for us to live on a planet, and also for us to live healthy on a planet. So I like this photo very much. It's actually very simple. It's a bubble of the soap bubble, and we see nature in it, and it somehow reminds our planet Earth. And then if you want to enjoy the beauty of the bubble, you have to either watch it from the distance, because if you will take it, grab it, it will just collapse. And something is like now with our planet that we are taking and grabbing, and it's about to collapse, biodiversity of it. So, but if you have a little bit of knowledge, and if you have know-how, some skills, you would know that if you soap your hands, you even can take the bubble in your hands, and you can, experience the beauty very close. So this is something what also happens on planet Earth right now for us, that we have to learn and study very much about nature and environment. And I'd like to say it in Sir David Attenborough words: never has been so important to understand how the natural world works and how to help it. So this is our all duty and important thing to do. Spread information and keep doing it on everyday basis. Just one, I will give 2 little pictures of Living Planet report. This is a report WWF is given every 2 years, and this September it went out with devastating news that biodiversity globally, this Living Planet index is declining, and we are talking now about 68%. Of course, the place we are living in, the percentage is smaller, but for example, in South America, it is more than 94% decline. So it's devastating. And sometimes I have heard, when I work in environmental education projects, I meet some people, and I have heard this saying that, yeah, but this is, Latvia is a special place. We all most of everything is fine in Latvia because greens are around, and that's fine. So I'd like to show another picture from the report, and then you can say that let's try find our country in this. In red, you see damaged areas. If we talk in connection with biodiversity and wildlife, in light green, it is intact, relatively safe, and wilderness, which we all are looking for and would like to have it more, it's in dark green. So it's not very nice picture from my point of view, and I hope you agree with this. And also, if we look to our country, yeah, so I think everybody can spot Latvia there. Just to give and finish with this introduction, I'd like to show really small video from David Attenborough, and I don't know how we'll manage this one. It's only not 3 minutes long, so how can I do this here? Should I go like this? Yes, and yeah, sorry. Let's go. What? No. Wait. I think I have to synchronize with live.
Suddenly, saving our planet is within reach.
Those
We've
who are
worked
looking
out
on
all
the
the
screen
problems.
see it.
We're working on all the solutions. Most we can do now, and over time, all of them help the economy. Our population growth is actually slowing down, and by the end of the century, it will plateau. There's never been a better opportunity to take control. The plan is obvious. Stop doing the damaging stuff. Roll out the new green tech and systems as they arrive. Stabilize the human population as low as we fairly can. Keep hold of the natural wealth we have currently got. And in 80 years' time, we'll be past the worst of it. More than that, we'll have built a world with eternal energy, clean air and water, a stable, healthy world that we can benefit from forever. So what's stopping us? This opportunity is out of sight. Each of us is blinkered by the demands of here and now. Big picture, long term, they're not in our field of vision. That must change if we're going to change. We now have the choice to create a planet that we can all be proud of, our planet. The perfect home for ourselves and the rest of life on Earth. We have a plan. We know what to do. There is a path to sustainability. If enough people can see the path, we may just start down it in time.
Okay, thank you for attention for the video. I'd like to return to presentation. Can you help me? Sorry. I think it's year 2020 must have something like we're having now. Okay. All right, so I have here again that all right. So okay, let's thank you, Sir David Attenborough, and let's return to Latvia. So before Daru, labu, dabai, biodiversity, local challenges, as we see it, forest management, fragmentation of landscape, ignorance of nature protection requirements, insufficient management of produced nature areas, overfishing, and river obstruction. This is just the very main areas of challenges we have on daily basis when we work, when we live. And this force, I believe, was one of the reasons that showed need for a social initiative that moves voluntary work to nature, conservation actions, and other activities to support nature, and that shares knowledge and wisdom of the nature environments while being in nature and bringing this knowledge back home. So initiative Daru labu dabai, doing good for nature, has born. And the key players in this initiative is governmental organization, Nature Conservation Agency, and NGO Pasaules Dabas funds. And you see visual identity of the initiative, as well as identities of the organizations working in it. So goals of the initiative, I put here 4. And well, first of all, develop, as mentioned, voluntary movement. Then offer the opportunity to spend free time for the protection of nature, and offer exclusive studies about nature structures together with experts in different biotypes, habitats, and expand understanding of work in nature together. Because in Latvia, till this initiative, and also now, we mostly understand talkas, this gathering for doing things in nature, as trash gathering, that you are going around and gathering trash. But movement doing good for nature is going much further, and already involves public in conservation work. Let's go. So some key facts about initiative. So launched it was in year 2017, end of the year, I believe. Visual identity and web page was developed. You can see web page dabai.lv, where all the key information is stored. Events take place in protected areas and active in Latvia. I mentioned here Estonia and Lithuania also because the first corporate partner for this initiative was company BTA, and since they also have offices in Baltic states, so several events have been managed also in Baltics. And I got some very nice data from Nature Conservation Agency saying that during 2018 there were 37 events organized involving more than 800 people, and last year this was almost 50 events, and involved people were much more, and it's already almost 1,400. And despite this very special year, 2020, there are more than 20 events organized, and we and our partners see this initiative as a very good alternative of studying nature, because it's taking place outside in fresh air, in safe place for human health. These are works or areas of work that can be done within this initiative, and yeah, shadow attenuation of veteran trees, management of invasive species, overgrowth clearing by cutting grasslands, mowing, and hay clearing, river restoration, and erosion management in the most valuable areas in the dunes. So as you see that in the picture also, those are all described in this specific web page. So everybody, anyone from public can go and see the works and the purpose of it. So who can participate? This is the best part. Everybody can participate in this movement, and groups of 10 up to 100 people can be managed for works outside. They can be company employees, members of interest groups, groups of people and students, families, etc. So very different ages as well, and families with smaller kids. It always depends on the work and on the field where they are invited. Some additional benefits of this initiative and participation in it. Alternative team building, and it could be for some companies or for organizations. It also can be learning about nature of Latvia in different way, which is it is so. To participate learning skills, to practice learning skills at home if landowner, and if it's applicable, because on the field, people who are participating very often learn skills that can be brought at home and can be done at home, which is also one of the goals, that they, learn it and use it also on daily basis on his or her land. Combined with other events, for example, this is something what companies do. They have one day somewhere, team building or other events, and then they just combine it with this 2 hours work on a field. I just give a few look of the companies which were involved in these events, and we're working out. We're working on the field and participating in this initiative. And when companies or organizations work, they work in so-called closed events, but there are also open events. And open events are always very challenging for gathering in those who are interested to go. And these are just some few examples of Facebook event pictures which are made in agency to attract interest and to gather participants for the particular events. And let's move to the photos. And here are some photos from different events, and I just wanted to show this particular photo is very legendary because this is the first after lockdown, and you see all we have 2 meters, and it's in Pekšēna National Park, and this is a day when we started again go out with public and yeah. However, I think that it's I can't imagine other public event that could be more suitable for these special conditions what we have in this year. So yeah, very happy everybody and every time. So this is Pekšēna National Park again, management of invasive species. Very happy day, very sunny day. You always can combine also with a nice swim in a sea. And yep, let's go further. Yeah, we have this Lactuca tatarica. Yeah, we tried to get rid of this particular alien species. So in Vecdaugava, also pictures showing the mood of the event. But I have to admit that it's not only fun, we also work, and before we do it, an expert from agency is telling about the particular habitat, is explaining the reason why we gathering here, explaining probably the already historical work there, what has been done yearly, because it's of course nothing ends or starts only in one day. Yeah, this is also Kemmer National Park and erosion management. We were making fence, and yeah. And again, you can see always smiling, always happy, and people really involved. This a photo I put just to mention that this educational part of all the events is very, very important. And yeah, and also clothes you wear. You always have to remember what clothes you wear when you go to some particular habitats. Yeah, it is also something that you always have to tell participants who you don't know, because sometimes people just forget that they are going to nature. And this is Gaue National Park 2019. Yes, mixed work was done there. I put this picture because just to show the scale. This is one of the biggest events I believe organized, where participates not only employees, for example, from some company, but also with families, and so and also then you can put there some other educational activities besides what is done on the field. Gaue National Park also last year, overgrowth clearing by cutting. It was I think Rakšabog. Yeah. So let's go. And this again picture of one open event, what was near the Gūtmaņu, and oh no, sorry, Zvārtas, sorry, yeah, and yeah. Sometimes we try to attract also popular people in Latvia, so to raise awareness of information we give also in these events, because not only the work is very important, but as I mentioned, the very important part is what you can tell broader public about the work, what is done there, and the purpose. Not only a fun thing, not only this particular work, but also the message, what you can, with this tool, with this initiative, what you can bring out for people. So thank you very much, and if you have any questions, then yeah.
Thank you, Elīna, for a very interesting presentation. There's a gift for you also. So, is there any questions? Is there any questions online? Agnes, no? Yeah?
Thank you for, again, one very interesting section. Okay, so it's lots of information, and I think it's lots of good practices, what we can hear you have done within the project. But it's a closing conference, so I think you're having a very good overview, what you are the most proud of, and what are your probably the main challenges, what you have overcome, and what are your assessment of the situation. So my question is quite simple, but what would be like two main achievements, what you are main proud of, what you have completed within the project?
I can speak for Baltic Coast regarding this. I think for us the biggest achievement is that these works that we planned actually were implemented and were done, and that in this large scale, these kind of works in the coastal areas, especially restoring the wooded dunes, they were done for the first time in Latvia, in protected area, in the coastline. So I think although the it was very interesting and hard and long process, but we did it, and it was like a pilot project. And I think the experience that we gained is not just useful and not replicable in nature park period, but not in all Latvian coastline and maybe even further. So this is from Balticos, I think. Yeah.
Thank you, Agnese. I will comment from the side of Europe Nature Conservation Agency. We were involved in the project for one preparatory action. It was an update of nature management plan, and we are responsible in this project for monitoring activities mainly. And I can say that thanks to our nature management plan implementers, Ilse was involved in this activity. And thanks to Ilse, I think we adopt this nature management plan very successful in terms and in time. And it works, and it is a investment for long period, more than 10 years. It will be in force, and many good things there are. And I hope that municipalities will follow these measurement actions planned in the management plan, and all habitats restorations activities are tested within the project will be continued during this daily management actions. And it's a very good experience as well for Nature Conservation Agency regarding the monitoring activities as well, because to assess this impact on the this management activities, short this visible impact in the short time, it's not so easy to find out the right indicators, to find out right point of view, how to look on these measures, how to what kind of plants we should monitor, and it's a good experience for next projects. How to implement monitoring activities for other restoration, habitats restoration activities around Latvia. It's quite large habitat types were covered within our project. It's grasslands, forests, lagoons, yeah, and so on. It's a big experience, and each experience is a make us stressing. Thank you. Maybe Anders wants.
Just some words. I think it was a good experience actually to encourage local municipalities to involve in live projects. This project and some other projects, it was first time actually for us when we encouraged to involve local municipalities. And of course, it's not easy way to do this for municipalities, but I think it was very good that live projects is okay, even also for local municipalities. I think it was a big achievement in this series of projects.
Yes, thank you, Anders. You take my words. I would say from municipality, yes, that the first thing we gained is experience, because Sarnikava municipality till now never have this life project, and we have partners. They all have this experience with life project, but Sarnikava municipality haven't, and we was like a coordinating beneficiary. It's additional like a responsibility, but also we need this strong support and advice that we always have from your side as a partner. So thank you for that. Another thing about what I'm personally very proud is that we implemented this work. So I live in Sarnikava, and I am glad and happy to see. I am glad to happy to go day by day, month by month, to see how this nature is improving, how are changing these habitats, and I speak with local people. Actually it's actuality in our municipality. So yes, thank you. I would say to all partners, and thank you for experience, and thank you for possibility to implement these works for our nature.
Thank you, Gundaga. We have more questions, or we can close. No, maybe we don't have any online questions. No. Okay. So yeah, and one more thing, I think that one very important thing is this strong team that we built. Not just our team with colleagues with State Forest, and external experts. So without a team, it wouldn't be possible. Thank you. So we can close.